here we are. It's just about spring. It's March, and yep, I've not lost any weight. Yeah, still got my tum-tum. High-rise pants helps with that a little bit. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. No weight loss. Yeah, no, none. Perhaps weight gain. What do we got? Yep. About the same. Bummer. Bummer. Have tacos. So, I did not lose any weight this winter. Super bummer. Boo. Yeah. If you watched my winter diet and winter diet, winter health and weight loss plans video, I think that's what it was called. You will know that I was trying out something called the Emergence Diet from Brad in Fire in a Bottle. And unfortunately, that diet did not really work out for me. And the reason is that it's starch-based, and Brad eats a lot of like pure starch things like cassava flour and glass noodles. And this is meant to like really severely restrict your BCAAs, right? Branched chain amino acids. But the really starchy stuff, like particularly the cassava, but also the glass noodles, they really upset my tum-tum. They just made me crampy and gassy and bloated, right? So I started off, eating, doing really like sticking to the diet quite well. But it was just, it bothered my tummy, right? So I couldn't continue on with being as high of starch and as low in BCAAs as you're supposed to. The other part of the diet though is being really high in glycine, and I did do that part really well, and I'm going to stick with that every winter. I'm going to do that because mainly what I was doing was making really gelatinous broth all the time, and which did get kind of annoying. But I was having that basically every day. And something that I noticed is that my skin was not dry this winter. Like that's usually something I really struggle with during the winter, is having really dry skin, especially on my hands, and it would be really uncomfortable, but just everywhere too. And I really didn't have dry skin this winter, and I know it was from the broth because there were a couple of times when I fell behind in making the broth a little bit, and so I'd have a few days where I didn't have any. And after like 2 or 3 days of not having any broth, I noticed that my skin was getting drier. So it was definitely the broth keeping my skin nice and supple. No, definitely the broth keeping my skin from getting really dry. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make that a winter staple. That was good. So I did well with that part of the diet, but I just wasn't nearly as low in BCAAs as I was supposed to be. Excuse me. Tacos. Yeah, but the other thing that I find really difficult about sticking to any sort of particular diet that's restrictive in any way is that the rest of my family isn't eating that diet, right? And so it's like I have to make separate food at least some of the time for myself, but like who has time for that? I end up falling behind on things, and I'm like, I'm late starting dinner, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm just having what everyone else is having tonight because I can't, like, I don't have the time. Like, granted, I'm not super efficient with my time. Like, I try. It's not for lack of trying. It's just like, whatever. But yeah, so that's something I find difficult with when it comes to dieting. So yeah, bummer. No winter weight loss, but you know what? I am going to lose weight before this November, November 2024. Mark my words, because that's when I turn 40, and I don't want to enter my 40s being overweight and having no energy. I'm not doing that. It's not gonna happen. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking like a little bit further into the spring, I might try something a little crazy with my diet, but I'm not sure just yet. I have fun experimenting. It's fun. But I mean, right now I'm just avoiding the things that cause me issues still. Beans and lentils, legumes, because they hurt my tummy, and wheat because it hurts my tummy. It makes me sad. It makes me unable to focus my thoughts, very scatterbrained, low energy. Is that everything? That's what wheat does to me. So trying my best, to not have much wheat. Although the pain au chocolat from the local bakery does call my name occasionally. It's so good. But anywho, yeah. Sorry I don't have better news. I know you're all really disappointed in me. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. And I'll let you know. Yep. Happy almost spring. Yay! I'm definitely going to be upping my activity levels going into the warmer weather. I want to focus in on fitness. I was doing that, quite a bit before, like in the fall and summer. Didn't see any weight loss then, obviously, but I do, I enjoyed being a fit person back when I was, and I want to be even fitter than I ever was. And I'm going to do it. So I'll focus on that, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. See you in the next one. Bye.